Hi friends, welcome back to my garden. I'm Michelle. I was out here tonight doing some chores and I thought it would be a good opportunity to dive back into documenting my garden for you in this upcoming 2024 gardening season. I was a little MIA last year because things didn't go very well and the garden just kind of got out of my control, and I have a lot to do to put it back where I would like it to be. It wasn't that I didn't make any progress, but the progress that was made was slow, and then it was so hot and the weeds got out of control, everything got out of control, and I just kind of gave up. So I have been waiting for things to go dormant here, which for us in Florida is maybe like 2 weeks out of the year. Not really, but we are just now kind of approaching the season when things really are dying back, and it's a good time to get out and try to get some things done before the heat just begins to overtake us. So I was out here and I was pruning my David Austin standard that I got last year, and I thought it might be a good opportunity to show you, especially if you live in Florida, not to be afraid to take a perfectly good looking plant and mutilate it. So come along with me and let me show you what I'm going to do to prepare my standard for this upcoming season. So here we are. This is my David Austin rolled doll standard that I got last year. It was beautiful. I will put some pictures up so you can see it in all its glory. It did not disappoint, and I highly recommend getting yourself one if you can. I think here in the United States, this variety, I can't remember if it's sold out on their website or not yet, but I have really loved this. I'm so tempted to buy another standard this year. But I wanted to show you, I have already come in here and taken off all of the leftover rose hips from last season from old blooms, and as you can see, I still have quite a lot of foliage left on the plant, and at first glance it looks like it's okay, and not that there's really anything wrong with it, but I do have some with some black spot on it, and looks like here it's wanting some iron. So once I get the plant prepped, I'm also going to fertilize the soil and put down some iron tone. But as you can see, I've kind of already started on this branch with what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually defoliate this whole plant here. And you might ask, why would you do that? It's pretty healthy looking, nothing wrong with it. There's a lot of leaves on this canopy. But I'm going to try to show you that the rose will actually be very happy if I do this. So if you see here, this node, and bear with me, I'm going to try to get it in focus. Hold on. You know what? It just doesn't want to cooperate. Right here, this is where I removed a leaf. You can kind of see something pinkish in there. And that will produce more leaves now that I have removed the set that was on there. Let me see if I can find a better example for you. Hold on. So here's a better example. Right along this branch here is a node right underneath my fingernail, and this will produce a new set of leaves even with me doing nothing. Here, I don't know if you can see this kind of dot right at the tip of my finger is another node that if I remove this growth here, this leaf, this will send out new growth from this point. And everywhere you see a leaf, pretty much where it's joined to the plant will produce new leaves. I can strip this plant down to the bare branches, make her nice and naked, and she will come back beautifully. I actually had to do this in late summer because it was just so brutal and her foliage was not healthy at all. So I removed everything, defoliated the whole plant, and it produced what you see now, as well as a beautiful flush of blooms in probably October to November. So don't be afraid, especially if you're in the south and it feels wrong to take all of the leaves off. Your plant will thank you for it. So here we are before, and let me show you what it looks like once I get everything removed. Okay, here we are. It's actually the next day because I lost some light when I was working on this. So I had to finish in the dark, and that was a little difficult. The rose bush has thorns, but I think the leaves have thorns on them. Anyway, after multiple stab wounds, I got the rose looking like this. So the other reason I wanted to do this is because once you take everything off, you can really see what's going on. And so most of this is okay, but there are some things I would like to remove, like this branch right here that having a hard time getting in focus. But right in here, I want to take that out because, let me see if I can get a better angle. It's sort of, you know, right in the middle. Here we go. It's coming up right through the middle. And it is good to leave the center of your rose bush as open as you can for air circulation, or at least that's what they say. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But everywhere I took a leaf from has a node, and before you know it, this thing will just push out new growth. So there she is, all said and done. And I'm looking forward to my new display of roses this upcoming season. So stay tuned. I will be sure to post a video once it has its first flush. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. I will catch you in the next video.